We have Cindy Derkaz with us in the office today. Cindy, thank you for coming by. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll start off, though. The Liberal Party has undergone some issues lately. What would you say to the voters, to the public, who may have some concerns about the party and its leadership?
Well, I would think that people voting in North Okanagan Shuswap should look at the candidates who are running here. I ran in 2015, came in a strong second, and have never really stopped working. I've learned a lot about the riding, and I am a strong candidate who can take the voice of this community to Ottawa and advocate for it. I'd also look at the accomplishments of this Liberal government, which are fantastic. And 2015, we were talking about stagnant economy, no jobs, we had no climate action plan, and here we have a government that has put 1 million more Canadians to work. We have the lowest unemployment rate ever, the lowest poverty rate ever, and a climate action plan that we are committed to.
Big issue out here is the pipeline. What is the Liberal stance on pipelines?
Well, as you know, the Liberal government purchased TMX and is committed to putting that second pipeline, the expansion for TMX, in and dealing with the court challenges, which I think have now been just about completed. I actually had a friend whose son was called to work in Alberta to start laying the pipe in, and you can see the pipe moving into place all through BC. So the pipeline will be in because it's part of our responsibility to Alberta to make sure that revenue from our natural resources is being sold at a fair market price, and the royalties and revenue from the pipeline are going back into alternate energy, investment in clean tech, so that we can transition smoothly from a fossil fuel-based economy to an alternate energy economy.
Okay. Now, this is typically a fairly strong conservative riding. It traditionally is. What can you say, just in closing, if you will, what can you say to people to convince them to go Liberal instead of their traditional conservative votes?
Well, first of all, I would say that if they have been following the scene locally, they're going to find that the Progressive Conservative Party of old, the Joe Clark Progressive Conservatives, really disappeared. It's a much different line that we're hearing from the present Conservatives. I know many, many people who are Conservatives that think climate change is the biggest problem we need to tackle and are looking at that. So I'm saying to them, you'll vote for me. You have a strong candidate. You have someone that has a business background, a community background, will do good work on the ground, as well as a government that is tackling climate change.
So one final question. What do you see is the biggest issue in this riding, and how can the federal government help to alleviate that challenge?
On the ground, I see housing as being a tremendous issue, and the National Housing Strategy, which the Liberal government launched and is committed to pursuing, is putting up to $55 billion into housing Canadians over the next 10 years. We need to bring that money into this riding, need to send someone to Ottawa who's going to advocate for that. But there are already housing committees. The municipal governments are doing good work, as well as the organizations like Turning Points, the John Howard Society, and other organizations in planning for housing. And we're seeing it coming into this riding now. We need to continue that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, Cindy, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you coming by. And everyone, remember, get out and vote October 21st.
Excellent. Thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.